Thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, archangels and ascended masters, for the perfect grace, perfect clarity, and perfect peace that is here for each of us right now. Thank you to the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, and guardian angels. We thank you for this opportunity for wonderful peace and perfect happiness. So, if we see the world as a bee's nest, and except the bees are whales, like big whales, like blue whales, if we can notice there's a queen whale, like there's a queen bee, let's notice the queen whale, which might be at the top of the hive. Let's just breathe into however you feel that, see that, know that. Let's just breathe in to whales circulating in this hive, which is the earth. And if we could just take in a breath and just notice, perhaps with an energy of honor and dignity, connecting perhaps at a distance with the queen whale. And if we could notice the queen whale being aware of you, and with the sense of formality in terms of honor, formality in terms of dignity, formality in terms of respect, if we could feel all those things at play, and if we could very simply, be it through a relaxation, let's very simply connect heart to heart, or let your heart be open to the queen whale and let her open her heart to you. If we could just breathe into that exchange of heart energy. And indeed, if we could notice the queen whale coming forward to meet you and you moving forward to meet the queen whale. And if we could notice an exchange, um, without the formality of an exchange of physical gifts, let's notice an exchange of sharing gifts. If we could just feel all the wisdom, all the love that you've experienced, all that you know, all that you dream of. Let's very simply let all of those things be present right now in your eyes, in your aura, in your energy field. If we could just feel that, and the queen whale taking all that in, recognizing the depth, the expanse, the vastness of who you are. And if we could take in a moment, having been identified in our expansive truth, if we could just breathe in and notice all those qualities and what is present in the queen whale. And let's notice, like a chorus of singers, if we could notice all the whales present, which might be 100 whales, including the queen, if we could just breathe and notice the whales taking their stance, perhaps at an angle, and making their song. If we could notice these 100 whales singing in unison, and if we could feel that like a healing, that like a massage, that like a truth. And if we could notice that healing, that sound, that song going into your physical reality right where you are right now and changing your immediate atmosphere. Let's notice an erasing of doubt, an instilling of faith and confidence, an opportunity for greater love with people in the other room, people in the same structure as you, people that you will communicate with today, tonight. Let's say everyone on your phone, your animals. And the goal of this moment is an acceptance and an enhancement, to allow ourselves to take things to a different space where we encounter great love. and feel great love and great health. Wonderful. Let's breathe in. And let's notice the queen whale with regal precision swimming around you, perhaps multiple times. Let's notice an unwinding of stress, an enhancement of good. And let's very simply connect one-on-one with the queen whale, you and the queen whale. And perhaps noticing whether you once again feel it, see it, hear it, or know it, noticing you and the whale touching, the queen whale touching. And from a human space of honor, as the queen whale talks about human experiences, let's just notice the arena that exists where we recognize with fundamental truth and absence of judgment that everyone is doing the best that they can, even if we disagree with what that looks like. So let's just breathe in, and with that acknowledgement, taking nothing personally, if we could breathe in, let's notice the whales at work for humanity, which does include you, but their goal is for them to touch everyone. If we could feel those 100 whales singing a song for all of humanity to coexist in a space of mutual wellness, holistic wellness, everyone being well, wounds being healed, psyches being refreshed, intellect thriving, hearts open, sharing of information, curiosity, flexibility, the opposite of being locked down in mind, body, spirit, and emotion. If we could feel everyone thriving and just allow the whale song to contain, to inhabit all those spaces. And if we could, two things happening at once. If we could just breathe in and notice in English, they're saying, let's notice the whale ambassadors. And let's very simply notice in English what the whale ambassadors communicate to you. And let's indeed notice you, the queen whale, the whale ambassadors, very simply just noticing the wonders of the world. And let's breathe in. And let's notice your ability to touch the wonders of the world. and feeling with their words, your intuitive nature, feeling how you participate in the wonders of the world. With your expansive words, your prayers, your visions, your good nature, your hope. And with all those things, let's very simply breathe in. Let's just very simply, in the presence of the queen whale, the ambassador whales, the other whales, and you, let's very simply welcome good news. Let's welcome hearts being relaxed, relationships being mended and repaired, all of our encounters being positive, people recognizing people as people, releasing any addiction to status. And if we could just breathe and let all of this ripple forward, letting all of this create bountiful change, and letting all this help. So if we could allow in this moment, whether it feels more present in your physical environment or the vision, the whale space that we have, let's notice anything that feels like a pocket of helplessness or hopelessness. Let's perhaps very simply let the whales have access to that pocket and invite change to any of those feelings or emotions or states of being, helplessness, hopelessness. And if we could breathe in, if we could notice the queen whale communicating a truth, which is that we are not helpless or hopeless, if we could just say that out loud, issuing a denial, I am not helpless or hopeless. I have a lot of help and I have a lot of hope. I am right on time. And if we can come back to touching the queen whale, and making eye contact with the queen whale, which might be a substantial moment, if we could just breathe into that. And if we could breathe into our ability in this moment to be open hearted and to do so without requirement. Wonderful. And like Jonah, if we could take a moment and very simply and lovingly, and like the clear next thing to do, let's notice yourself going inside the queen whale. Let's just notice what that's like and what happens, what you feel, what you sense, what gets activated, what you notice. And if we could notice the amplification and activation, if we could notice the amplification of your senses and not to the space where you're hypersensitive, but just so there's more strength in your senses. So not overwhelmed, but active. activation. So let's just breathe into that. Let's notice the access, greater access to your heart, greater access to communication, like with the queen whale, angels, goddesses, and guides. Great harmony, great confidence, great truths. Humility and blessings for all. So if we could just take in a breath. Let's notice in this moment as you emerge from being inside the queen whale to being by her side, in contact with her, her touching you, you touching her. If we could take a moment and join the queen whale, joining the ambassador whales, joining the other whales, joining the angels, joining the guides that you love, joining the goddesses that you love, joining all of existence in a moment of intention and prayer. Thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, archangels and ascended masters. Thank you to the whales and especially the queen whale. Thank you for blessing all of humanity, all of life, all the birds, all the bodies of water, all people. We affirm the health and well-being and sustenance of all beings, everyone having enough, including enough love, enough understanding, enough peace. We affirm the support, clarity, and hardiness and hopefulness that is present for each of us. And we choose to be on each other's sides. We choose to be helpful. We choose to see moving forward together with great harmony, great peace as the earth thrives. So we allow right now for anything that feels like a threat to be abated. We allow anything that's harming humanity to be fixed. We allow right now for all of nature to thrive, for us to work together, to advocate for our friends, the whales, the dolphins, the birds, the polar bears, and to feel goodness happening. And we choose to exchange songs with nature and with each other. Imagine all the people. So we'll just breathe into all of this and recognize that the words of the masters are present, the words that we know are available, and new words, new songs get to come forward. As we articulate ourselves with greater clarity, greater poetry, greater elegance, we allow ourselves to be heard, we allow ourselves to be visible, we allow ourselves to stand for peace, to stand for health, to stand for tolerance, and to recognize the compassion that is present within each of us. So we choose to eschew punishment and those ideas and blame and fear. We choose to recognize that everyone is doing their best as we all embrace safety, peace, health, harmony, and living with peaceful coexistence on this planet right now. And we celebrate all of this. And with whatever way we say, yes, I agree best, be it aho, be it and so it is, be it yes, be it I ask for this or something better, let's very simply breathe in. And we could say whatever feels right for us to say right now to agree to all of that. We'll just breathe in. And so it is. So if we could breathe in and feel as whales do, then breaching for joy as the hummingbird flies by, if we could just feel all this goodness, all this peace, all this love being present right now. And if we can notice that peace moving past the human desire for precision, well, peace looks like this, this, this. Health looks like this, this. Let's very simply just breathe into the energy of peace, the energy of health. And it being unmistakable, it being grand and great. and all these things being good, if we could feel into the regalness of the queen whale, the regalness of your connection with her, your value, your connection with this queen whale, all that communication, the exchange, the activation, the advancement, all that goodness. And just breathe into all of that right now. And allowing ourselves to feel good and to recognize peace and to understand joy. With wonderful clarity and perfect peace, we say to the queen whale, thank you so much. And for the whales, prayers for humanity, which we participate in, initiated by them, we say to the whales, thank you so much. With wonderful peace of mind, great harmony, and loving joy, we accept. We accept all the goodness that is here. We accept the prayers that have been said. We accept the healing that's been here for us, that is here for us. And we celebrate this moment. And with generosity, peace, ease, and love, we thank the presence of Mother, Father, God, and all the archangels and ascended masters. We thank the queen whale. We thank the ambassador whales. We thank the other whales. And we celebrate all the goodness that is here right now. We thank humanity for changing, for listening. We thank ourselves and honor ourselves for participating. And we allow right now for wonderful peace of mind to come forward. And we allow peace to be big, hope to be big, faith to be big, intention to be big, as we meet each other in a space of grace. And we thank as well the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, and guardian angels. We thank you for this moment right now with wonderful peace, perfect clarity, symmetry, and balance. And we celebrate life. And we quite simply, lovingly, peacefully ask for this or something better right now in all directions of time. And so it is.